Becky Raisman is a local pop-rock-EDM singer and songwriter who just released her latest EP. She talks to me about that EP and what's next for her music career for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Becky Raisman, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Hello.
I know that obviously you are a pop-rock-EDM local singer and songwriter here in Charleston. And as we're sitting here right now, what's new, what's now with Becky Raisman music?
Oh, well, today I just released my third EP called Warrior. It's released today. I'm on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, on all of them. And right now, I'm in their adult band. I go to a school of rock. I'm in their adult band, and I take voice lessons there, and I will be starting keyboard lessons there. How I heard about them was, well, when I lived in Illinois, I did School of Rock. I did their adult band, and I took voice lessons there. And then I loved it. I still talk to the people there, and the one in Libertyville. And when I moved down here, there was no School of Rock in 2018. There wasn't any, so I went to Bach to Rock, which is similar to School of Rock. Bach to Rock. I'm taking keyboard lessons, but I'm going to be doing everything next year at School of Rock.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing, Becky. And okay, so you moved down here from Chicago to Charleston. Yeah. So what has been the biggest musical change for you?
Well, let's see. I've been writing more songs and stuff like that. I've been recording down here more. I'm also I'm doing more band stuff with School of Rock. I'm in their adult band. I remember back in January they were having their grand opening, and I remember sending last year I sent Matt McFarland. He's one of the owners. He's a franchise owner, and his wife Mandy is the general manager. I messaged them, and Matt actually he responded right away. He was telling me that they'll be starting in January, and he was telling me about a grand opening, and I was like, ooh! I was like, I'm definitely going to go to that. So I went to the grand opening. It was a lot of fun. They had a band from the School of Rock in Wilmington. I thought they were amazing. They were high school students for the performance band. Oh, it was actually the house band from Wilmington. I thought they were amazing, and I was talking to Matt. I was telling him about how I want to do adult band and voice lessons, and he's like, the adult band, they don't have a vocalist, and he's like, you can sign up, right now. And I was like, cool. I was like, I'll sign up. And he's like, yeah. He says, come on Tuesday night. We start at 8:00. So I showed up. For a while, School of Rock didn't have a voice teacher. They actually did have one, but she had a family emergency. And then there was this one voice teacher who was there for a month, but she has her own business. She's self-employed. She has her own business, so she left in June. And then end of July, we finally, School of Rock got a voice teacher, Annie. She is amazing. She's been my voice teacher since end of July, and I love her. She is amazing. She went to Shenandoah University for musical theater. Yes. And she's been teaching me a lot of vocal exercises, and I feel like my head voice has gotten much stronger. Wow. And we definitely and it's amazing to have this connection, and we have so much in common. We like the same musicals, and we like pretty much the same stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
And yeah, it's amazing. She's into the 60s hippie stuff, and I'm so am I.
Yeah.
And
so let me ask you this, then, Becky. What exactly is on your playlist today?
My playlist? Well, I like all kinds of music. I like all types of songs. I like songs from the 60s up until now. I love the musical Hair.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite musicals. And also Rent is also one of my another favorite musicals. Like I like to listen to anything. Some country. I would love to one day open up for a Taylor Swift. That would be really cool. Because what I like about her is that she's very approachable. Like she's very good to her fans, and I'm the same way too. Like I'm very good to my fans.
Yes.
And she's done a lot of like charity work, and she's done a lot of like great things, humanitarian stuff. I think that's really cool. I think that's very noble, and she's a great businesswoman, which is what I want to be. You know, great business. She's got a great business mind, and like she knows how to think outside the box, and I do too.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask you. How do you use your business mind in the music business?
Well, I reach out to my fans. You know, I tell them like what's going on and stuff like that. I would give out copies of my CD and I would autograph them.
Yes.
And I would tell them you can also stream my music too. And I also do accept like donations and stuff like that, and people will make a donation. You know, like I like to think outside the box. You know, I like to spread the word, and a lot of them do that. And I've also reached out to like music blogs and stuff like that, and internet radios, and they all, you know, they would write stuff or they would play my music, and yeah, I've had fans come up to me saying how much they like love my music.
Yes.
And they would like ask me for a picture, and I say, of course, like
Yes.
you know, and yeah, like they would be like, yeah, my friend told me about you, and I'm like, cool, like they all know who I am. It's like everywhere I go, I meet new fans, and like
Yes.
my voice teacher was like, that's so cool. She's like, everywhere you go, you meet these new fans, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And then I remember somebody from School of Rock, he teaches keyboard. He's like, you're a superstar. Like you have all these fans. He's like, what am I doing wrong? I was like, I don't know.
Well, and that's my next question, Miss Becky. What else has your music given life to?
Well, it's I like my music. I have fans from all different ages. I have high school to adults. I know a lot of people at School of Rock and Back to Rock are huge fans of mine. I have a lot of fans from different restaurants where I eat out at, like Mafi's and Charleston Bagel. I've got a lot of fans there, and I also have fans at PF Chang's. I always go in there and I would, you know, just talk to my fans there and stuff like that. And I just reach out, you know, and stuff like that. And I had this one fan. I was also doing Boone Hall Fright Nights. I'm an actor there.
Right.
It was my 4th season over at Boone Hall Fright Nights, and
Wow.
I met a lot of like new fans because they all like my music. Because I guess I remember telling them about it, and I all gave them copies of my CDs and I autographed them. And I had this one fan who listens to my music all the time, and I remember like one time he said that his dad, I guess, was sick and had to go to the hospital, and he turns on my songs, and he said that his dad was feeling better because he was playing like my songs, and
Wow.
his dad was like, yeah, and then he was like fine after that, and I was like, wow, I was like, that is so amazing.
Amazing.
Like,
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask you, because how exactly has your music been able to heal, transform, and inspire your listeners?
I've had fans come up to me saying that they feel inspired with my songs, and I think they will like Warrior because it's about being strong and being positive, and like also my songs, you know, it doesn't have any curse words, like it doesn't have, you know, like it doesn't have any like, you know, sexual stuff in it. I like to keep my songs, you know, for all ages, and you know, like friendly, and like, and they said my song sounds really fresh and new, and it doesn't, you know, and so I like that, you know, that they said that a lot of people love my music, and they're always asking me, you know, are you coming out with any more? And I'd be like, yeah, Warrior, and I'm collaborating on a song called Harmony Blooms from a band member in Chicago. His name is Matt Robinson. We are collaborating on a song. And yeah, I reached out to him, and so yeah, and so I found him actually on Facebook, and
Wow.
and yeah, like we're collaborating. He's really good. He's in a band called Old Shoe
Wow.
in Chicago, and
Wow.
mhm.
And I know, Miss Becky, that obviously you said that you have produced several EPs since your time beginning in the music business. So, what got you from "This Is My Moment" to now "Warrior"?
This Is My Moment came out 2 years ago. I started writing the lyrics, I believe, in 2019. Like, yeah, 2019 and 2020. And I released it in 2021 and stuff like that. And so, um, and then last year was Cruising.
Right.
I wrote I remember writing the songs I wrote the lyrics and melodies in 2020, 2021,
Wow.
released in 21. And Warrior, I
Yes.
started writing the lyrics. I started writing the lyrics, I think, last year and the beginning of this year.
Wow.
No, actually last year, yeah.
Wow. And I want to know, what catchy melodies are you currently writing that people will actually enjoy?
Um, let's see. Oh yeah, I wrote a song called Love Revolution. Da 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 da, like something like that.
Wow, that's amazing. So,
Yeah, it's very upbeat. It's actually very upbeat.
upbeat, yeah. And which one of your tunes, Miss Becky, actually appealed to a variety of tastes?
Summertime Sugar is actually my biggest hit. Everybody seems to love that song, Summertime Sugar. And also, I Can Be Your Crush is also another very popular one. Yeah, I would have to say Summertime Sugar is definitely one of my biggest hits. People say that they love that song. It's very
Right.
happy. It's very upbeat. And definitely I Can Be Your Crush.
Wow. So, which one of those songs that you've written actually describes you as an artist?
Um, Probably Summertime Sugar, I would say.
Mm. Wow. Wow. And I know that you told the Charleston City paper last year that you like pop, a little bit of rock, EDM, a little bit of everything, you told them. So how then, Miss Becky, do you perform all of those genres while balancing being a singer and songwriter?
Well, I just use good time management. Like I said, like I've been spending time with the School of Rock. You know, I just go there. I go there to for my voice lessons, and sometimes like I'll hang out there. Because what I like about School of Rock is that they offer a safe space for everyone, and that's
Oh yeah,
outgoing and amazing.
yeah, I know. That's amazing that they provide a safe space for you and the other musicians. I was wondering, you told me that early in the interview that you have written more songs. So, how many songs have you written here in Charleston versus where you're from, which is home in Chicago?
I wrote about, let's see, I wrote about, I think, down here, about 14 songs down here.
Wow, that's amazing. And I know that you've been traveling all over the country, writing songs in Nashville, a place that I love there. That's there and near my heart, as well as Memphis.
Yeah, yeah, it's great in Atlanta.
Yes.
I love going to Atlanta every year for the Pride Parade, and it's
Okay.
fun.
Okay. And tell me, what have you learned differently about music by going to these different cities, such as Nashville and Memphis?
Memphis, Nashville is really cool. It's definitely a big music city. It's
Yes.
more like country-ish rock, but they take all genres.
Yes.
Memphis is pretty cool too. It's more like rock and blues, and they're both really good cities to go, good places to visit. A lot of fun things to do. Like there's a lot of museums and
Yes.
like museums. And people that are really friendly. I like both cities. I think they're both places to visit. I say definitely visit one day.
One day. Yes, I know about Nashville. I was just there in February, so I know a whole lot about that city. How has music strengthened you as a singer and songwriter? Which one strengthens you the best?
I say singing because I've been singing a lot longer, and I started collaborating in college. I started remember like collaborating songs on college. And that was pretty cool. And then after I graduated, I been to a bunch of like open mics.
Yeah.
I've tried out for shows for like America's Got Talent, The Voice, and like I graduated from college in '07.
Okay.
So yeah, 2007 from Columbia College, Chicago. I was in college for 7 years, but it was pretty cool. It was worth it. And into open mics and singing and karaoke contests and stuff like that.
Wow. And I love Chicago. Many years ago, I got accepted to Loyola, and I wanted to go to Northwestern for the School of Journalism, but I didn't get accepted. But it's still a great school, a school and great city as well. But
Mm-hmm.
you go to these, open mic sessions and whatnot. Which one of those events have actually been a testament to your musical growth?
I say open mics and like singing karaoke. Been in karaoke contests. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a good way to start, and it's a good way to start and meet new people, and like, um, yeah, or like, or go join School of Rock. If you want to be in a band, I say go to School of Rock. They're open to everyone. They're open to all ages, all levels. They do have something for adults too, and
Yes.
yeah, School of Rock is great. Like I love them. Like I'm so glad they finally opened up one down here.
Yeah. What do you want to take away from the School of Rock?
Um, I want to take away like just meeting new people and like just uh just learning new songs and like being in a band, and it is actually like a great program. I'm so glad finally we have one open here, and I just love it. Like I love my voice teacher. She's amazing. Like she's taught me such awesome vocal exercises she learned from when she was in college, and she is she's definitely a big inspiration to me, and she's great, and I'm so glad that School of Rock hired her. Like she's awesome, and she's from the Atlanta metro area,
Right.
so we talk a lot about like Atlanta, and we cheer, and we both like University of Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so yeah, it's really cool.
And obviously, when you think about the School of Rock, you think about those bands and those voice lessons that you talked about earlier. So when you play in a band versus just being a singular singer, which one brings out the best of you?
I think both of them do. I think they're both great, and it gives good variety.
Yes, yes. And you talk about variety. Well, then let me ask you this, Becky. Who do you want to collaborate musically with next?
I'll collaborate with anyone. They can reach out to me at B Raisman, BRAISMAN 1 @gmail.com. And yeah, or they can reach out to me on social media on Facebook, Becky Raisman, and yeah, we could definitely do something.
Something, yes, ma'am. And what type of genre do you think will fit the future of your music?
I'd say like pop, a little bit of pop, or I don't know, anything that sounds really good.
Yes,
Yeah, anything that's ear catchy.
yes. What's catchy to you musically these days?
Um, Anything that's very musical, that's very melodic. Um, Anything. I mean, I like to listen to new songs. Actually, my voice teacher, she got me into this awesome band called the Crane Wives, and they are an indie band from Michigan,
Yes.
and she got me into them. Like, she is a huge fan, and she got me into the band too. So I like the band. They do like rock and like indie folk. It's really amazing. Like, I love their songs, and thanks to my voice teacher, she got me into that awesome band. And yeah, like, she's just a huge fan, and she was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, I'm like, I'll check him out. And so yeah, like, my favorite song is Volta, and that's her like, Volta and Nobody. Those are like my two favorite songs, and like, yeah, and so like, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And from those songs, which one of those artists actually resembles your music?
Um, what song? I would say maybe Volta.
Mm.
It's actually one of my favorite songs, and like, my voice teacher. How I heard about that song was that my voice teacher, she has a tattoo that says Volta on it. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, Volta. I'm like, is that I didn't know like what it was. She told me, oh, it's a song from this band called the Crane Wives.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay. And,
Yeah.
and like, on her website,
Nice.
She has a video of her singing like one of their songs that she did for the senior showcase.
Right.
And I was like, I really like that song. Nobody, like, she sings it really good. Like,
Yeah.
actually, to be honest with you, I like her version much better than the band. But
Wow.
yeah, she sings it really good. I mean, that's how amazing of a voice teacher she is.
Yeah.
And
And so does that particular artist actually resembles your music?
yeah,
Wow.
kind of, yeah.
Oh my, that's really, really amazing. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm glad that my voice teacher told me about it, and like, you know, and like, yeah, and like, my voice teacher got me into the band, and yeah, and she's great. Like, she's amazing, and she's like, she's so cool.
Cool. Yes,
And
ma'am.
definitely, if anybody's interested in taking lessons, you know, contact School of Rock. You know, they'll set you up. You know, and if anybody wants to take voice lessons, Annie, she's the teacher. She's really great, and yeah, they've got bands and all that cool stuff. So yeah, definitely check out School of Rock if anybody's interested.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we wish you all the best on your musical career as well. But for now, local singer and songwriter Becky Raisman, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to Quintin's Whole Self.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this interview, and yeah, I think this will be a great start. I would love to one day collab with or open up for like big artists. Like, I like Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, you know, any of those people.
Wow. Well, God willing, that'll happen. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.